Get unlimited access to all of our CPE courses at www.teachucomp.com/unlimited CPE.
In this lesson, we will examine the process of applying to become an enrolled agent, an enrolled retirement plan agent, or a registered tax return preparer. We will also look at the granting of temporary recognition, as well as how an applicant may protest a denial of an application. Any individual who wants to become an enrolled agent, an enrolled retirement plan agent, or a registered tax return preparer must follow the same basic application process. First, the applicant must fulfill the requirements set forth by the IRS with regard to filling out all necessary forms and paperwork. It is important that the applicant gives correct address information when filling out these forms, as the IRS will respond in writing to the address given. Another common part of the application process involves the paying of fees. An applicant can expect to pay a reasonable fee in order to file an application, and such fees are usually non-refundable even if the applicant is denied enrollment to practice before the Internal Revenue Service. A third part of the application process has to do with providing additional information to the IRS. After receiving an application, the Internal Revenue Service may require the applicant to provide additional information. Often, an applicant will be required to submit the results of any oral or written examinations that he or she has taken in order to prove proficiency and expertise in tax matters. Once an applicant has filled out the proper forms, paid the appropriate fees, and submitted any supplemental information, the Internal Revenue Service will often conduct a federal tax compliance check and a suitability check. These checks investigate whether an applicant has filed all required tax returns, as well as checking that the applicant has resolved any personal tax debts. If, during the compliance or suitability check, an applicant is found to have engaged in misconduct in one of these areas, an application may be denied. Occasionally, the commissioner or a delegate may grant an application temporary recognition to practice before the IRS, pending a final determination as to whether the applicant should be granted enrollment. This temporary recognition only takes place when there are unusual circumstances surrounding an application, and the applicant must have completed the application process completely, accurately, and honestly in order to be considered for temporary recognition to practice. If an application is denied, the applicant will be notified in writing as to the reasons for the denial. An applicant who has been denied may, within 30 days of receipt of the written notice of denial, file a written protest as IRS guidelines prescribe.
Like what you see? Get unlimited access to all of our CPE courses at www.teachucomp.com/unlimited CPE.